motherfuck. You chug that?
No, it was just kind of sitting on the edge, and I was like...
Butt chug it?
Oh, yeah. That's the only way I chug things now.
What if that was the cure for all life's ailments? Butt chug a big bottle of gin.
I guess do it then, I mean...
I guess you have to.
Now, would you do it, like, just mouthpiece on anus, or would you have to do it, like, Steve-O style and have, like, somebody help you, like, beer bong it into your bung piece?
I feel like you gotta just fucking old school Moe's Tavern, just smash the glass off the bar, then you jam it up your ass that way. So it gets in your bloodstream faster. I don't know what I'm talking about. This fucking podcast is getting heavy metal.
Man.
Yeah, we need some cool shit. Maybe we should switch up the intro to like heavy metal music too. I could go for that. Or maybe some like Aussie. Think about that, like I am Iron Man, big motherfucker with a metal dick. I will fuck your bitch, fuck her super duper quick.
I think though the probably easiest one would be that Crazy Train, because they just like that song has to be super cheap because it's just played on like everything. Yeah,
you could do that.
I haven't fucking played a Madden that hasn't been out in the last 15 years that hasn't had it on there. Like,
I just like Iron Man.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's the only... Well, I don't know the words that I'm just making up words.
Yeah, you had the first couple.
Ejaculate within 5 seconds and it'll be great. I feel like I got pounded on the table.
Yeah.
But this table's so cheap it might fall apart. Maybe that's how we'll introduce our rap album. I don't love these hoes. Fuck them in the butt and then I go. That's terrible. Alright, so we gotta talk about some shit and do some things and maybe get real famous.
Yeah?
Make some money.
I like money.
Mo money, mo bitches.
Yeah.
I feel like being misogynistic today. Just like bitches and hoes. Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes.
On a boat.
If you got a boat and you got some hoes,
you got it
made. Yeah, good for you.
Good for you.
I feel like I'd rather have yachts and nice ladies. I don't want hoes.
And boats?
I don't want anything resembling garden equipment. I don't want thoughts or chicken heads. I don't want those.
Hood rats?
No. Trifling bitches. I don't want any of those. No. Fuck. Skeezers. I don't want them. We used to have a lot of names in school for hoes, and I don't remember most of them. Oh well. Hey there, what's going on? It is your friends from Drunken Pen Writing, the podcast with the most information. Not really.
No.
Not at all.
No,
probably the least information out of all writing podcasts.
And then that information is probably not even accurate.
No, it's probably bad information. You listen to us, you might go down the wrong path in life.
Yeah.
But then again, you probably should if you're following a couple guys that
well,
titled their company Drunk is the first word.
What were you thinking?
Oh, fuck.
This is on you more than it's on us.
If you're unfamiliar with us at this point, I'm Caleb James. My sidekick today, as always, Spencer, the Macedonian monkey molester church.
Oh, wow.
Well, that just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Where's Macedonia? Is it Macedonia or Macadamia? Macadamia nut. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're talking about writer's block today because Spencer hasn't had it, have you? Not today. Not recently.
No. Like we were talking before, it's not necessarily writing block. It's like people don't give me the chance to fucking write block.
It's like you want to write and then some fuckhead comes and just bothers you.
Yeah, it's like, you get done with work and then, you have some other personal things you have to do. And then by the time you get done doing that and, cleaned up from your stinky ass job and something to eat, you're like, well, I got maybe like 2 hours before I got to go back to bed.
Yeah. And then you get like, bring, grandma's falling.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
And then even sometimes like, I guess maybe that would go. It kind of falls into writing block because then sometimes I try and like I get like right now I'm editing like a first draft, so I'll get through a couple paragraphs, maybe a page, and I'm just like, you know what, this isn't happening.
That's like the worst too. It's like the editing of a fucking first draft. Sometimes you just don't have it. Oh man, I ate a bunch of Chinese food right before you got here.
At least so you worked out, then ate the Chinese food.
Yeah, I went to the gym.
Okay, I thought you might have had the Chinese food, then worked out.
I actually ate half of the Chinese food because I ordered it for breakfast because I didn't feel like making anything. And then actually, this is how downward spiral my life's going right now. I woke up at like 11:30.
Nice.
I mean, you texted me, so I think I might have texted you back, but I didn't get out of bed till solid noon.
Good.
Then I ordered Chinese food. And I ordered like the worst thing. I ordered Kung Pao chicken, which I normally try to eat like at least something somewhat healthy. But I don't know. It's like fucking hot peanuts or some shit.
Something with like rice or something.
Yeah. And I got cold noodles, and I ate that. Went to the gym. I wasn't feeling great, but I did whatever.
I mean, at least you did that. That's kind of productive.
Yeah, but then I came home, ate another pound of Chinese food, and then I like chugged a drink, and now here we are doing a podcast. And I feel like I got to throw up a little bit.
Now, when you said drink, just like one of your like canned I want to say teas, but they're not teas, like your
agua.
Yeah.
El agua.
Yeah.
Water, sir.
Your water, your canned water.
My cans of water. Sparkling, motherfucker. But I have to be like, it's weird. I don't know why I always drink those before the podcast. It's stupid. They always dry out my mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's sodium or something in it, but
that's all the sparkles.
I get the sticky lips. Yeah,
I was saying, I noticed you don't have anything. You don't have a drink with you today, sir.
That's just an error on my part. I just think I drank a giant coffee already.
Here's this gin. That's always on the table. Just have that.
I was thinking about drinking the beer I was going to take to the book club that I didn't go to yesterday, and it's this big. It's a liter.
One of those big ones.
Well, no, it was a sample beer from work, but it's just an actual liter of beer. So I'm going to. I think I'll wait till I get home tonight and drink that. Because I'm going out later. Got a date. Gonna do some stuff on the road. Gotta eat some Mexican food.
Gonna hit. Oh, so wait, you had your Chinese and then gonna cap it off with Mexican?
We support all cultures here at DPW.
But you don't obviously support your asshole.
Hey, some of us got golden buttholes of the gods here, Spencer. We don't get problems.
Lucky you, man.
Some of us, the food does not negatively affect us. Though, I will say... Nope, Indian food doesn't either. I'm golden, man. I think it's because I just grew up eating hot garbage all the time. I don't know.
You just got strong microbacteria in your gut.
Yeah, my mom used to just, get bags of pizza rolls and then just be drunk somewhere else. Like, she would just go drunk off somewhere. And then I would just eat a whole, bag of 50 pizza rolls for dinner. And I'd just be like, I don't feel so good. And I'd dump a shitload of hot sauce to make them palatable. And, I did that, 5 times a week.
You probably have, the same stomach as your dog.
I just lick my own butthole with no ill consequence.
No.
Oh, shit. Let's actually get into this episode. I don't think they might want to hear about my butthole. I don't know. If there's one guy.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay. Figure what out?
We're almost up to more listeners from South Africa than the UK now. And we got a good bit from the UK. So I'm trying to figure out who that market is in South Africa. Is it the butthole talk that's doing it? Is it the wiener talk? It can't be the writing talk. No way. I think that's why our Canadian friends fell off so hard, because they're like, oh, these guys aren't talking about writing that much. Fuck them.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Not the duck in the boot. All right. This is an article from Drunken Pen Writing, one of our articles.
Yeah.
It's a writing quick tips article, so it's only a 4-minute read. That's not bad. We'll stretch this out as long as we can. How to defeat writer's block. That's not very hard, people. Just sit down and write.
Yeah.
You can't think of anything, just sit down and write. End episode. Click. No. We'll go into it. I'm not going to read the intro, though.
No.
Though that dude, that hobo it's a bindle stiff with the fancy mustache. I like that. He has a pipe. How are the hobos back then so much better looking than normal people now? Look how he's dressed. He's got a suit and a top hat.
Yeah.
But he's holding a bindle stick, so he's definitely a transient. The first tip here is the easiest to follow, but it's not. At least if you're me, I can't seem to fucking master this one. I get in periods where I do, and then I fall out hard, and then I'm just trudging through the dark. No exit sign in sight. First one is create and maintain a writing routine. How important would you say this step is to defeating writer's block?
It's super important. It's super important. It's not even just defeating writing block and just being productive, period.
I find in my microphone stinks, dude. No, it ain't my microphone. Ooh, it's my pop thing. Oh, it smells like somebody sharted on it.
Well, I think there's only one person you can blame for that.
Is it my breath seeping into it?
Maybe.
Years, like a solid year of spit. Does yours stink?
I can't smell anything.
Mine smells like when I leave bad like old chicken in the garbage can for too long and gets hot.
Well, you think of all the crazy shit you've drunken, and then just like go and just speak right into it.
The fuck? Oh shit! They're on to me. Oh, it does though.
Is that?
How do you wash this thing? You can't wash this thing. I have to buy a new one. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just like maybe. Wait. No, it's not my upper lip. I just took a shower. I washed that pretty good. I had to wash that lip because I was eating the Chinese. It was sticky. What was I talking about? I find that the writing routine points and good ideas that I was going to throw out, I'm just going to leave it at that because I had something to say. Let me look back at the article.
Yeah, it was something about you were getting ready to talk about when you find you have like a routine, I think.
Yeah, I got that part, but fucking scent, man. It smells like my dog's asshole. And if you're wondering why I know what my dog's asshole smells like, it's like 4 months ago, he had a anal gland rupture. Oh. And it stunk, dude. It fucking leaked every day until we fixed it, and it was bad.
That sucks.
Yeah, that poor guy. But that's a smell. It was like a fishy poop smell. It was bad. So that's what my microphone kind of smells like. Create and maintain a writing routine. Well, when you have a good writing routine in place, not only does it allow you to be more productive, but for me, a lot of the times when I do go through periods of writer's block, it's because I kind of got either stagnated or I just stopped writing for a bit. Other things came up. And when I take a break from a project too long, I kind of lose the momentum I had into it, and the creativity just like disappears. So I think if you're writing every day, you keep your mind activated in that universe that you're creating, and that helps keep the story going.
And it also helps, say if you're like one of those people who need to kind of work on more than one thing at a time, because you'd be like, on Monday I'll try to do 500 words for the short story. On Tuesday I'll try to write this article. On Wednesday, I do another like 500 for the short story.
That'll keep you getting burnt out on one thing.
On one thing, and then you're able to you get multiple stuff done, and then I guess that just kind of depends to person on how many things you're trying to do. But for like us, we try to have multiple plates we are trying to spin, which is always a terrible idea because we can barely spin the one plate.
Yeah. I don't know. I find usually when I finish the most stories, it's either I sit down and just do a whole story in one session, or if it's like a longer story, I do fit in a bunch of other random shit in between. Usually when I hit that patch where I'm just not into the story I'm writing anymore, I'll take a little break and do other stuff, and then I kind of get the spark back for it.
Because I know whenever like I get like stuck on a project, and while I get back to it, I can't like start over again, I have to do like a flash fiction or write another story real quick to just kind of get like the sparks going, and then come back to that.
Another good thing about the writing routine is it allows your brain to get to that point where it'll switch over to writing mode faster, and pretty soon it'll become automatic if you maintain the schedule long enough.
Yeah, because I think they say it's if you do something for like
2 or 3 weeks or something in a row.
Yeah, it's like
a habit.
Yeah, it's more likely to become just a habit.
Well, I know the more I am consistent with my writing, the easier it is for me to get into writing.
Yeah.
But like lately, my problem is it's like we always use the gym analogy. If you take too much time off and then when you go back, it's fucking hard. Yeah, you don't want to do it. It's hard to get back into where you were.
It's just as bad as not taking any time off at all. It's that weird balance you have to try to master.
Yeah, so when it comes to writing, if you take too long of a break between writing, it's almost like you reset yourself to fucking TV mode where you just want to sit down, you don't want to do it, and it takes forever to get into the flow of things again.
And then if you do like with that routine, and if you accomplish those things, set it within that routine, you go, okay, all right, I did that stuff. Now I can go and spend like an hour and a half and watch this program or whatever I want to do. and like not feel like an asshole because you're like, I should be doing something else other than doing this. You did it, you've got the work done, and now you can enjoy that reward and not, instead of watching it and not even really being able to enjoy it because you're like, I'm an asshole because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I get that all the time. I look in the morning every day and I go, you fucking asshole. You should be writing today, but you're not. You're watching YouTube videos. Yeah. This next tip I like. Haven't done this lately, but this is especially good when you get into a real funk. Use goofy writing prompts as a quick warm-up.
Yeah.
Some of my weirdest flash fiction stories came from that.
Let's say that was one of our earlier episodes. I don't know if it got aired, though. Did that one get aired?
I think we did one about coming up with funky, wacky flash fiction something or other.
Because we read prompts and then we just came up with quick story beats for it. But that was a very early one. I didn't know if that one ever made it.
Oh, it did. Not. It made it.
You said because you said we lost a couple
we lost some of the old ones, but most of those were brainstorming and stuff.
Okay.
And but that one did get published.
Oh, okay.
But if you go to Instagram and stuff, there's a lot of accounts that just share writing prompt ideas, or you can find different websites and stuff. And that's usually a good idea if you're, again, I use it more as a warm-up than an actual way to write a story.
Yeah.
Some people, though, maybe if you're having trouble coming up with an idea, that'll give you that little spark you need to ignite your imagination and get you into the writing the good story. But I just find if I start, actually, something I do sometimes, you
just mash the keyboard for 30 seconds. I got something there. All right, delete.
Close. I find if I go to a typing website and do a couple typing tests, that just gets me focused into the actual act of typing and being involved with the computer, not fucking thinking about my phone and stuff like that. And I feel like the writing prompts, they do the similar thing, except it's more creative. You're thinking, but sometimes I don't want to think about a story idea that's not related to what I'm writing.
Yeah.
But I do want to get into that writing mode, so I will also use some writing tests and things like that just to get the old fingers nimbled up. There's a picture of Simon Cowell looking like a cuck. I don't know what that has to do with it.
I was gonna say, isn't that just all of his?
And then there's a shirtless Fabio on here.
His shirt is way too unbuttoned.
His nipples. So...
Well, I was talking about Simon Cowell. I was still at Simon Cowell.
Oh, you didn't get to Fabio?
No.
His shirt's
that's
really
fine.
Unbuttoned.
That's fine.
The next tip. Join a writing group. I
guess that's what we kind of did.
Kind of made one, didn't we?
Yeah.
A writing group will help not only inspire you to write more, because if your fellow writers in the group are constantly bringing work to the table, you don't want to be the only guy not bringing work to the table. 2, they can give you positive feedback, or negative if they're assholes. So, I mean, if you got guys like us, we're going to tell you some good stuff. But sometimes you get these little cucklords out there who, that might steer you down the wrong path. But if you get a good writers group, you get good critiques, you can spitball a lot of ideas, and you can kind of have fun with it, which is something a lot of writers aren't able to do with their work if they can't share it. The big part of writing is the excitement you have going into a new project, or the excitement you have for a current project.
Yeah.
But you want to, I'm sure you felt you just want to share that with somebody. Hey man, what do you think about this? You don't want to just start writing something that might suck.
Well, how many times before, when we first started the website, and long before we even had the podcast, was just what would be cool if we did a podcast? When we just spent those first couple meetings just sitting in your living room, just oh, what about this?
Yeah.
And then this happened, and oh, that would be crazy. Just that's fun stuff. And especially knowing us, what we could say to each other, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
we couldn't probably get away in a normal writing group to say.
Again, you have to get the right members of the writing group together, because if you have some, for us, if we had certain more conservative members, maybe not into the spicy language so much, or the hot themes we might be throwing out.
Hot themes.
They might not appreciate it. Usually our conversations devolve into butthole and dick jokes, so that doesn't fly with everybody.
Not everybody.
But that can definitely help your writer's block, because maybe if you're struggling with a certain part of your story, maybe just a different perspective from somebody else
they
throw that your way, might actually open up a door you didn't even know was closed.
And it's like anything else. There could be something like looking you right in the face, and you're like, "Oh, I didn't realize until somebody else said it." And like once they say it, you're like, "Yeah, no shit." Like, oh, why did I need somebody else to tell me that?
Motherfucker. Oh, this is saucy. This article's pretty much over already, but it's a quick tips article. But I did. I think I was the one who wrote this.
Yeah.
I threw some helpful things at the very end here. Here's a list of ways you should not handle writer's block. Don't handle it by doing these things. Don't go on social media when the words aren't coming. That is my problem.
Yeah.
I'll just... it's not so much like talking to other people on social media. It's just like looking up news stories and...
Or just like Instagram's just a black hole now.
Oh, fuck Instagram, dude.
And especially I from all the conventions we do, and like I've started following like a lot of like comic book artists, plus like just like the big name comic guys too. And then like so like anything on my search feed or recommended is just like normally some kind of cool looking art. So I was like, oh, I want to look at this guy's stuff. Oh wait, he knows this guy. I want to look at this guy's stuff.
And that's before you even get to the pictures of big butts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When you get to the big butts, it's over.
Oh yeah. Your mind really is away from writing at that point. This next one kind of coincides. Don't play on your phone. Always turn it off or keep it out of reach while writing. Here's another one I need to do, though I do use my phone for research purposes. Yeah. So it's kind of, I can use my computer, but I don't like...
jumping back and forth.
Yeah, I like staying on the same thing, because then that's another distraction. But there are apps and things like that you can use that'll make it so you can't go on Twitter for an hour, you can't use Facebook for an hour, things like that. I should probably get that.
That's bad when you have to try to proof your own phone.
Don't have the self-control. It just, especially when you get that notification and it tingles and you're like, what can that be? Who can that be? Could it be something? It's never anything good.
No.
When's it ever like, oh my God, did you see Obama just stab Trump? Like, what the fuck's happening? No, it's never something cool. It's always like something fucking awful. Next one. Don't take TV breaks when the writing's getting tough.
Yeah.
That, TV or YouTube breaks, I'll say that too, because mine's YouTube breaks. And by YouTube breaks, I mean I don't write anymore. I just watch YouTube videos. Though I will say YouTube's been pissing me off lately, because now, I don't know if you got this on yours, but at least on the app I use, I got fucking double ads at every...
Yeah, I was gonna...
Sometimes you can't even skip the first ad.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that, because I was checking out, I forget the video, but it was like... This ad, we'll play after ad, and it's like the 5 seconds, like whatever, 5 seconds. And then another one starts, and I was like, wait, what the hell? When did this start?
Yeah, you get ads 1 to 2, and a lot of times you can't skip the first. That way they get a solid 30 seconds out of you.
And then depending on how long the video is, and what they do like in the half or whatever, they do a double there too.
Yeah, that's
some bullshit.
Someone's making me not want to fucking watch. Well, I guess you can buy that YouTube Red or whatever.
Yeah, but then, dude, so I gotta pay for no ads?
Nothing's free, Spencer.
I know. Bullshit.
It pisses me off because it's never anything like I want to see either.
Yeah, like you think they would have YouTube would have a better algorithm that could at least assign ads to certain kind of videos, if I'm looking up comic book videos,
comic book ads,
or something or even for the trailers or something like that. You know what I mean, for different movies.
I say the same fucking deodorant ad 15 times in a row. I'm like, come on,
it's the fucking same.
It's like, this is stupid. I'm not gonna. It makes me not want to buy the product. Don't surf the web. Don't do research unrelated to anything you're writing about. That is something I've done before where I'm trying to think of an example. Say I'm writing about a serial killer or something. Yeah. I can easily go from just what's a common mannerism of a serial killer? Oh, they don't blink, something like that. But then I go, oh, the Zodiac killer. Who? You know what? What was that? They never found that guy, did they? Now, who did he kill exactly?
You just go on your own and say, I'm going to figure out who the Zodiac is.
I'm going to solve it. All right.
Boy, you just turned into Macho Man right there.
Oh,
I'm going to solve it, brother. I'm going to find the Zodiac and I'm going to crush him.
I'm going to get the Zodiac and I'm going to smash his fucking head in, brother.
And then have a Slim Jim.
Oh, yeah. That hurts my throat.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I shouldn't do that too long.
Remember when you used to do that for days on end at work?
Yeah. Watch out, boys. We're coming for you. Other helpful ways to deal with writer's block. Take a short walk outside if the ideas aren't coming to you. Short walks have been proven to help stimulate a flow state and make the creativity come easier.
I wonder if you would get the same thing, like if you had a treadmill and you just put it on like a really slow pace, and you just enough where you could walk with not having to pay attention about falling on your face.
I think it's more about
everything outside going on with
Yeah, because I don't know about you, but if I go on a treadmill, I'm just like, this is boring. Think of anything that's not related to anything. Like, it sucks. At least you're outside, you're breathing the fresh air, if you live in a place with fresh air. Not you, India. Your air's not fresh. It smells bad because you go poop in the street. Don't poop in the street. We don't have any. We have one Indian listener, I think.
You would have to agree. I just assumed that that person would have to agree, I think.
Probably, unless he's from like Mumbai or somewhere that's not stinky. Reread what you've already written. Yes, I am correct. That is Hemingway's method, where when he would go back into writing after taking a day off, he did two things. One, he would quit writing mid-sentence. That way, when he came back, he can just be like, okay. Like, what he would do is he would quit mid-sentence, and when he came back the next day or whenever, he would reread, like, maybe a page worth of what he has written. And then when he got back to that sentence, he was already back flowing into what he was writing, which is actually pretty helpful. I've done that a few times, though. I do like to tidy up that last sentence. I don't like ending it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try it.
I would be worried that I would, if I had more to write, though, and I just stopped, I'd be worried that I would forget what I was going.
What I do, my method, I write, once I'm finished with that last sentence, underneath it, I write what the next sentence is going to be. Not the next sentence, but where it's going. Okay. So say the next sentence is, Big Bruce punches a guy right in the face. I'll just write out, punches guy in the face, and then I'll know, okay, that's where I'm starting from. So I at least have the idea of where it's going. I don't have to reread everything and think, but maybe I usually reread a paragraph or two. Yeah. I don't go too hard. Take an exercise break. Well,
that's kind of with the walking.
Create character bios and history. Some people, that's all they want to do.
Yeah.
They go too deep into it and they don't ever write the story.
Just focus on the world building of it.
My character Hayden loves ham sandwiches with extra spicy mustard, and he likes to golf on Saturdays but not on Sundays because his grandfather was stabbed on the golf course on a Sunday on the 9th hole in the end of July. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
We got it.
Fuck off. Create the history for specific places. That goes kind of with the character bios too. It's like, those are just more to get your creativity flowing than anything. And that's it. Okay, folks, you have a wonderful day. We're only 28 minutes in, but you know what? Oh, yeah. So, writer's block, man. I can't say I really get, writer's block. It's not that I ever have a lack of things to write about. It's just usually the story that I want to write. I just don't feel like it at the time. That's my problem. I get into moments, not writer's block, but, writer's laziness.
Yeah, writer's drive. It's just... I have the ideas in my head, and I know what I want to do and what I want to put down. But just to be even every time that I'll just be sitting there, and my laptop's right there, within arm's reach, and I just spend 15 minutes just looking at it, you asshole, you're gonna want me to type on you, don't you? And then if I finally grab it and I start, I can once I start, it can at least get a little bit done, but it's just that first...
Just that initial push is hard.
Ripping off that Band-Aid.
I get that all the time where my laptop, even sometimes I'll grab it, I'll turn it on, and then I'll be like, you know what, I should probably check the DPW stats for no reason. You know what, I should check the podcast stats too, see how that's doing. Oh, it's doing great. Hey, I wonder how many listeners we got from, Central Africa. No, how can I get Central Africa? And then I just don't write. And then finally when it's it's been 3 hours. I should probably start writing something. I'll write one sentence, and I'm like, I did something.
Yeah.
Don't do any of the things I just said, folks. That's a waste of life. You should, what you need to do is get your bitch ass writing.
Yeah.
Even if you sit down to write the story you've been working on, and you just you're not into it at the moment, can't get the words out, whatever, Fucking write something. Write an article.
Yeah.
Write an essay. Write a journal entry. It doesn't matter, just as long as you're doing something. Get into that habit.
Even if it's not that good.
I'm never gonna share it with anybody.
Yeah, because if it's part of the story you're working on, and just to start, if it ends up bad, you can always go back and fix it.
Yes.
Just because you put it there that first time doesn't mean it has to stay there forever.
Quit dingling your dangler.
Yeah, thank you.
You're smelling it too. You're trying to. Mine stinks.
Mine might smell. I'm still kind of congested, so I can't.
Mine smells like Nitro's ass when he gets like a little poop stain on his butt, like his butt flap and his fur, and then we don't notice, and then he just like is laying there and it gets hard and crusty, and then he kind of smells like, what is that smell? It's almost like a dead animal smell. That's what my microphone smells like, and it's like I can't stop smelling it though. It's like, I don't want it. We need fancier mics. I think that's the solution to all this.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that the writing is something that you should do if you really want to get into doing stuff that's helpful for your mental state. Stop touching your dangler.
I didn't touch the dangler.
I watched you touch it. You lifted your hand and you touched it.
I bumped the table.
You bumped your dangler.
Yeah, I bumped the dangler.
Ew. Yeah.
At least my dangler doesn't smell.
Well, my dangler smells fierce. It's alright. It's a manly dangler. Fuck, I forgot where I was going with this. It got really hot in here, too. Again, we also need to find a way where I can put all this equipment away from me.
Yeah.
And just have the microphone. Because for people who have not seen our wonderful setup, I just have like the computer, the mixer, like all the electronics are directly in front of me, and they just like cake me with smoke. Invisible hot smoke. There's a lot of people getting fucked up out there. I hear cops, ambulances. I didn't hear the chopper yet.
No. I heard the last time last recording. Did you hear as soon as I walked out the door, the chopper was going off? I was like, oh, what used to that going on during the podcast? The fans miss it.
Yeah, just the fucking Black Hawk flying by. Oh man.
Next thing you know, it's just gonna be a sonic boom.
Boom. Somehow our setup will be fine though.
Yeah.
Everywhere else will just end, but we'll be like, well, we still got listeners in South Africa. Yeah. Hey. Live from somewhere, Pennsylvania. So where have you been with your writing this? I haven't got to talk to you because I didn't go to the book club yesterday.
Yeah.
It's been a whole, 4 days since I saw you?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
not that long ago.
No, like I said, I'm still working on the second draft of the Butcher story. Still switching it from the beginning part was in first person. Now I'm switching everything to third person. Yeah,
you said that was gonna be some real fun doing that.
Yeah. I'm probably about close to halfway done through that, and I think once I get done with that, I think the then the actual kind of fun part of re-going over it, because that's when I can actually kind of start adding more story beats or developing things a little bit more.
Could add a little meat in your stew to go along with the potatoes and carrots.
Yeah.
Potatoes.
Some of the good stuff.
That meat. That beefiness. I not released that episode. That's coming this Tuesday. The brainstorming we just did. Yeah. The brainstorming episode we recorded last week. I talked about the story I'm working on. I'm not going to reiterate all that bullshit, but or go over it rather.
Have you started it?
I wanted to last night, but again, I went to the gym and I was fucking real tired when I got back, and I ended up watching YouTube videos and stuff. But I was feeling the creative spark, and then today I was going to start doing it, but I had to do something for DPW today, some editing. So I did that, and then I knew you were coming over, so again, I went to the gym and stuff. And then when I came back, I didn't have really much time. But I'm hoping tonight I'll get some writing in. And but again, that brainstorming really did help. It got it opened up the floodgates, so now I got a lot of ideas for that one story.
I helped with that.
You did, sir. Your talk of bars and Japanese people and erotica or whatever you were talking about. That
I'm always good with coming up with ideas for somebody else's stuff.
Here's what you do: give ideas for somebody else's stuff and then just steal it.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like how we've talked about early on, where it's when we talked about getting into writing, where you're like, when you see a show or something, you're like, oh, that's stupid, they should have done this. So whenever you're brainstorming with somebody else, you're like, no, your thing was stupid, you should do this.
Yeah. I thought about just taking old literary stories that are like really good but maybe lesser known and just like rewriting it and then just submitting it to like a snob magazine and just see what happens.
Maybe do that one under a different name.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be under my name, it'll be under your name.
Oh, okay.
Prominent writer Spencer Church.
No, they wouldn't.
Hot on the scene as of late. Turns out to be a fraud.
They wouldn't know it'd be me because it didn't have like 5 other like raunchy like country dirty animal and sect act in the middle of it, so it wouldn't be me.
I could throw those in, especially the sex acts and raunchy animals, farm animals or wild animals.
You're the one who picks it, so it all depends on what you're feeling at the time.
Wild animals gives it an air of danger I kind of like a bear.
But I'm looking forward to tomorrow because, believe it or not, I'm off tomorrow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You get days off?
Well, not only days off, but for those who don't know, when we do our random ass recording, the tomorrow of this recording is a Sunday.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which is very rare to have a Sunday off for me.
But is it going to be one of those things where you want to write, but then just because it's so rare that you have the Sunday off, you just end up not doing anything?
Well, I don't really plan on doing anything other than writing. Like, I don't think I really have anything planned or anything like that.
That's what I say to myself every Saturday.
And I'm off because I'm off Sunday and Monday. So I'm like, one of those 2 days, between those 2 days, I should at least have like the transition for the second draft of The Butcher like done. I was like, I at least want that done.
Yes.
By the end of these 2 days.
Get it done, motherfucker. I need to get some stuff done. We still need to go over the whole anthology setup we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I figure for us, we can maybe try to knock out 2 stories by the end of July and get them pretty tight.
Okay.
If not completed. And then at least that'll take care of our work. And then if we want to throw a 3rd story, we can start that in August or something.
Yeah.
And then by the end of July, I want to start getting the other writers who are involved and be like, hey, here's what we've got. So now we're actually getting the ball rolling. And then maybe we all get together in like a Twitter group or on Google Hangouts or something and kind of talk about, the work and maybe give each other some feedback on our stuff. Yeah. That way we could put out a real solid product, not just, here I wrote this, here quick edits, and now publish.
And that way too, nobody, because, there's a lot of lateral thinking with this kind of stuff. So it's like, oh, okay, I was thinking about maybe doing that, but if you already got that and it's mostly done, I got this other idea that, you know what I mean? So so there's not like a redundancy in the stories of the book.
Well, luckily the writers we have for this all think very differently and have very different styles, so I don't think that would be too much of a problem as long as we don't hit on central themes. And at least the story I'm writing now, I know nobody else is going to write. The story you're writing, the 2 stories you have are very unique, so I don't see anybody really using those. But again, we're just going to have to get into... I might actually do that maybe in the coming weeks, just talk to the other writers and just be like, hey, what's going on,
And see if
we're trying to start getting together now.
Yeah, because we're going to have to then actually get the... we have to start looking into the actual publishing of it, too, because that's going to be a whole nother can of worms.
Yes.
On how to put it out digitally, how to come up with hard
Well, luckily, I fucking... The first time around when we were talking about this, I learned how to do all that stuff, At least I got the idea. I mean, I'll have to go look to see what... best prices and because before I was thinking Lulu would be the best way to go.
But that was a while ago, though, right?
Yeah, well, that's because Amazon, they were like, because we were gonna go through them, but they were changing up the way they were doing things. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck they have now. Yeah, and I might actually talk to some other writers who self-publish to see what they go through and what works best. But the Lulu and not just Lulu. What was the other one? I was looking at another website that I was really good. It was just like a print on demand, and it was when I was looking for doing like a magazine for DPW.
Oh, yeah.
That one was really excellent. Maybe go through that because I think I have some ideas how I want it to come out. At least the first anthology. I think we can get it to look pretty good. So, and it won't cost a shit ton of money, which is always important.
Yes. It'd be nice to, if not make anything, to at least maybe break even.
Yeah, I mean... I don't want to be a pessimist here, but I don't see us selling that much of it.
Yeah.
Other than to
People we know.
Yeah, the people we know.
Because, friends and families.
Yeah. Not to say I don't want to see it do well, and I'm hoping the release around Halloween will give us a good boost, because that's when our viewers are the highest, and
we always seem to do a good time around Halloween.
Maybe even if we can release it before Halloween, like beginning of October, that way we could promote it for the whole month, and if not, we could do a promotion running up to Halloween where we drop it. So whatever we do, I think it'd be cool. But another thing we got to think about is the art coming into it. Like if we want to... you were talking about maybe just doing some yourself, or if we wanted to get like a cover artist or something like that, we would have to obviously find some people and pay them decently, and that'd be kind of expensive probably. So it's a process, folks, but we are working on it, just so you know. That's why we have not been having as much stuff on the site lately, because we are busy writing other things. Or not writing in my case. Yeah, just don't do anything. Yeah. Just sit in the bedroom and cry. I don't even go in the bed anymore. I climb under the mattress between the hard box spring.
I was gonna say that's saying something, because you're like, it's not like you have a frame that you're staying. No. It's just on the floor.
It's just box spring and mattress.
You gotta sleep like Japanese style with your stuff just laying on the floor.
I don't want Nitro going under the bed.
True, but that was before you had the dog.
Was it? Yeah. Ooh, that bed sucks. Kinks me all up. My home life, people's in shambles. Oh yeah, at least I'm not homeless. That's good.
Yeah. No.
I guess. I don't own this house. If I did, I would be balling.
Yeah.
I'd have a podcast studio. I mean, we have a whole finished basement we can make a podcast studio. It's creepy down there.
Well, then, too, how often you guys get flooded down there, though, right?
Too much, yeah. Well, we never got flooded until the last couple of years because fucking climate change or something.
So we don't want to have all the electric equipment down where there's constant flooding.
Yeah, that's probably a bad move.
Though we might get superpowers that way.
I don't think it works like that. I think you just die.
Sure? I don't know.
I stuck my dick in a light socket once. I didn't get superpowers.
I'm pretty sure that's how Electro got his powers.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's better than Amazing Spider-Man 2 when he got stung by a whole bunch of electric eels.
That's really stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, people, we will put the article... the whole 4-minute read article up in the show notes.
Just in case if this wasn't enough.
If this wasn't enough. Actually, the article goes way deeper into everything that we talked about. We only touched on the surface. Hint of laziness, hint of not wanting to read it. I don't know. You can figure it out. You can hit us up on the drunkenpenwriting.com, where you can find our fiction, our articles, some fine poetry, and some superhero talk that can really piss you off if you get irritated about that, because apparently people have opinions.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Nope.
Hey, Spencer, do you want 500,000 views on a shitty article? Just make sure it's about comics and you'll get that.
Well, it's the list, dude. It's a list. That's why.
I'm telling you, the list format is where it's at. Anyway, you can also hit us up on the Twitter at DrunkPenWriting. It's a happening spot with the edgy literary memes we've been sharing lately. And you can go on Facebook as Drunken Pen Writing. And then you can check out the Goodreads that we have not updated recently. And then you can go on Instagram and look up DPW Girls Big Butts Are Us. That's not affiliated with us, nor is it probably real, but it might be.
If it is,
hey, shout outs to us.
Let us know.
DPW can stand for a lot of things.
Yeah.
The penetrating white women. No?
I like it.
Too saucy?
No, that's great. It might not be saucy enough.
Not saucy enough. Getting saucy in here. Fucking bitches then drinking beer. No. Alright, see you later, folks. Try to keep this episode a little shorter, but we failed again. We always do. Oh well.